I'm back. Road Trance for Black and White Sports. So, President Trump come out yesterday and he had a conference call with all of the sports commissioners. Adam Silver, Roger Goodell, Rob Manfred, and I'm sure the NHL commissioner, which I don't know, to be honest with you. I don't know if Vince McMahon was in on this call for the XFL. But he had a sports call, and he wanted to talk to them about restarting the seasons in their particular sports. Via ESPN, Donald Trump said he believes the NFL regular season should begin on time in September. Trump also added that he has hopes that fans are in the stadiums, arenas by August and September. However, it's hard to imagine packed stands until scientists develop a vaccine for the coronavirus. A vaccine isn't expected until the middle of 2021 at the earliest. The NFL is said to be planning for a full season. More recently, the NFL Chief Medical Officer Alan Seals, I saw this the other day, expressed a more pragmatic viewpoint, one that acknowledges that there are many unknowns and factors that will influence a final decision. Ultimately, scientists and other skill experts will determine if, when, and how football will return. It's hard to envision any sort of sporting event continuing. And, of course, there's the thought process of having a lot of this stuff start without fans. Oddly enough, WrestleMania started last night, and the overwhelming majority on social media said it was awful. The look and feel of it was awful. No fans. The way it was set up, people were like, "This is terrible." It was on. People said they turned off WrestleMania. Think about that. I don't know. I really don't. Peter King from NBC Sports come out and said on his podcast that he believes the NFL will, the schedule will drop in May, and that will be a big deal, okay? But it normally has dropped, or is close to dropping right now. They believe they're doing two things. They're waiting, one, because they want to be able to take over the sports landscape again in May, okay? Because there's talk that they could run a scheduling show that is broken up over 2 or even 3 nights because there's no sports programming on right now. And it'll get big ratings, okay? The other thing is the NFL wants a better sense of what this virus is doing by May, and Peter King believes that they're going to be looking at some 14, 12, and 10-game scenarios for the NFL season as a backup to getting the full season in, right? It's understandable. I want the NFL to return. I want sports back. I think sports would be great. There's a healing element to sports, in my opinion, mentally. You turn on sports, the crowd, blah, blah, blah. But right now, they can't have crowds. There's just no way. I can't see a scenario where people will pack an arena by August. I really cannot see that. I know certain movies have now been rescheduled for later this year. For example, Candyman is coming out in September now. I just don't think that's going to happen. I really don't. And the key is vaccine. As much as now, is it possible that so many people will have had this virus by then and recovered that you will see a lot of people go ahead and be like, hell, I've already had it. I'm going to the game, right? Sure. But if you're talking about a 20,000-seat NBA arena only having 2,500 fans in it, ugh. Now, right now, I would take that if you want to know the truth. As a product on TV, they would have to do all kinds of testing. All the players would have to be tested just continuously. So, I don't know. I don't know if this is going to happen. I know President Trump wants the country to get back to functioning. by the end of April, but it's still ultimately up to the doctors and the scientists, and he's doing a good job of listening to them, in my opinion. Tell me what you think, black and white sports fans. Peace. I'm out. Till next time.